Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead. Today I have a food pantry haul for you. This is our small town church run food pantry. They allow you to come in about twice a month. It's every other weekend, but like this time it was a 3-week break between, just to make it evenly work through the month. And you are allowed to shop, which means you get to pick and choose whatever you want. So you get a shopping cart, just like a Walmart type cart, and you get to walk through, and there will be signs on everything that says you can pick 2 out of this and 1 out of this and that kind of thing. Sometimes she does give us a little bit more because we're a large family, but it just kind of depends on how much they have of supplies at any given time. So, and it is always a mix of who knows what you're going to get kind of thing, because it's all things that are, a lot of it is donated from grocery stores that are things that are about to go out of date or have gone out of date by just a little bit. And then she does have a small budget for buying items as well. So yeah, let's jump in and see what we got. I'm actually going to start down here with, we got another bag of the grain-free cat food, and then a 40-pack of bottled water, which I was actually excited to see. They had in the past gotten a lot of bottled water, and here recently haven't had any. My guess would be because of the wildfires and the hurricanes and just different things like that. I think a lot of the bottled water was getting donated to that instead of food banks. So I'm completely fine with that. But I was very happy to see bottled water because I like to keep some on hand for if we have an emergency, the power goes out, or like during the winter, if we have a snowstorm and we can't get out, or our pipes freeze, those kind of things. Having bottled water that is good and ready to drink is a-okay with me. All right, so up here, we struck it on gold on the meat. They had a local butcher place that had someone buy, I think she said half a cow, and then they never came and picked it up. So they had paid like the initial fee, not the full fee, but then they called and called and called and they never picked it up. So they donated it to the food pantry, and oh my gosh, y'all, how exciting is that? So we got, this is obviously not from that, but sorry, excited kiddo. Some pork spare ribs. Tell me how to cook these because I've never done it before. I have seen being able to cook them in the crock pot. I think I could probably like roll that in my crock pot. I'm not sure. So we'll see. And then, sorry, kids didn't get the memo I was filming. We got, this is a 2-pound package of that locally grown, I think it's grain fed, not grass fed or grain finished, that kind of thing, which is, I don't care. We got 2 pounds of this ground pork, and then this is a little bit of bacon. It's really thick cut bacon, but these 2 were from that, and she actually gave me 2 of those. I had already put 1 away because we're a larger family. She said, yeah, 2 pounds is not enough for 1 meal. We can do 2 pounds for a meal for us, but sometimes, yeah, it's kind of nice to have the extra. I'm not going to complain. She gave me a bunch of these, like a bunch of these, and then I think maybe 6 of those. I don't know exactly how many of these she gave me. She told me to just grab as many as I wanted, so she let me feel like a bag full. And my kids love those. So those are just living in the freezer, and then for breakfast, my kids pull those out and warm them up and then make themselves a fried egg or something like that. No big deal. These looked interesting, thick and fluffy tiramisu waffles. So there's 6 in there, so I don't know how long those will last. I might just put them in the freezer and let the kids, whoever wants them, can have them rather than making them with only 6. I have 5 kids. They won't go far. We got some butter, some fancy Nutella, a can of mandarin oranges. They also had a bunch of canned vegetables that I usually just pass on. My kids are not big eaters of canned vegetables. I have some on the shelf, so we'll leave those for somebody else. 2 things of black cherry almond milk yogurt, some diced pears. There are 4 of these personal-sized supreme pizzas. She offered me more, but I knew that my oldest 3 would probably eat a whole one, and then my youngest 2 can split one. So that was perfect for 1 meal's worth. This looked interesting. Probiotic cashew milk yogurt smoothie strawberry. That sounds delicious. If nothing else, I will make it into popsicles, or the kids can add it to smoothies or whatever. A thing of whole milk, lactose-free milk. We've gotten this before, and I used it to make popsicles. I blended banana, strawberry, peaches, and then this juice. I don't think I put anything else in there. And blended that up and made popsicles. They were delicious. Highly recommend this. You could also just use orange juice and it would work. This looked interesting. It's apple cider vinegar, but it is orange tart cherry flavored. So I'm going to try that. I like taking apple cider vinegar on a fairly regular basis, so a different flavor sounded fun. And it's not bad carb-wise. It was 5 carbs for 2 tablespoons. These were interesting. They had them last time, and I passed on them because I didn't know what they were. And she was like, we didn't even know what they were. And so they mixed one up and made it. And she said it was like a brownie in a cup because you just add water to it and then you microwave it. And yeah, she's like, it just tasted like a really good brownie. And I was like, well, all right then. I don't know that I would do it for breakfast, but I will save them and maybe do them, this winter with some ice cream would be delicious. So we might do that for dessert, or just any time. It doesn't have to be this winter, but I don't know why brownies and ice cream to me is a winter dessert. All right, we got another bag of these Siete brand grain-free tortilla chips. I am really liking these. They are not low carb. I have to eat low carb for health reasons, so I don't eat a whole lot. 16 chips is 17 carbs, right? Yeah, 17 carbs. So not great. I do not eat 16 chips. I eat more like 5. But they are grain-free, which is nice for me. So yeah. They were good. I liked them. Definitely not a classic tortilla chip, but still yummy. This stuff was dangerously delicious. My kids, there was one day when we went down to a neighbor's creek to play in their creek, and I took just this bag because we were going to be there at snack time. And I just left the bag open and they could come and get bites of it. And they ate the entire bag. I may have had a few bites myself. We got 3 bags of that, and then I think there were 4 bags of those. And does anyone remember, I asked the lady, when I was a kid, like young, so probably 30 or more years ago, they used to sell cans of what looked like these, like little potato chip sticks. Maybe that's what they were called, STIX maybe. I don't remember. But they came in a can, kind of like Pringles, but a bigger can. What were those called? Does anybody remember those? Because they were good. I haven't seen them in forever. Tried one of these on the way home. It was yummy. Chocolate quinoa crisp. It reminds me of the Star Crunch, only not quite so yucky ingredients. Some Skittles, a couple of Reese cups, several Nutri-Grain granola bars. These are like little squeeze pouches of peanut butter. I like to keep one of those in my purse. So the other day we went to leave somewhere and my oldest daughter had not eaten a great breakfast and she was shaky and needed to eat, and we were half an hour away from home. So I said, hey, get one of those out, and so she ate it and it helped. And I do the same thing. A handful of suckers, dum-dums, because, why not? My kids also each ate one while they were there. We got these before. Delicious. Seriously, so good. I keep a little basket with chocolates, so like that, and those will go in it, and the kids get to pick a piece of chocolate for lunch every day, so that will go in there. They don't get the whole thing, more like 2 pieces of it, 3 pieces of it, something like that. More dark chocolate covered raisins. My kids really like those. Some of these Belvita crunchy breakfast bars, those will go in the snack box. Those are for my husband. He will be very, very happy to see those. These will go in the snack box as well. Little 6 packs of mini chocolate chip cookies with some milk would make a good snack. We got to pick out bread items. I did some burger buns, some thin sliced bread. I like the thin sliced bread because it makes not quite so overwhelming of a sandwich for kiddos. We have some blueberry bagels. 2 packages of taco seasoning. Another variety pack of these little juices. My kids love those. for whatever reason. A thing of these dough bites, and these are really clean ingredients. It says top 9 allergy free. There's no flour, there's no nuts, there's no soy. I don't know whether it lists off there. Gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, peanut-free, tree nut-free, soy-free, fish-free, ew, shellfish-free, and sesame-free. I'm not sure why you would want fish in there, but, you know, sometimes those natural flavorings have some interesting ones. So those will go to kids for snacks, probably, and then squeezy pouches for the little one because she loves those things. So, yeah, a beautiful, beautiful haul. I am stupendously excited about all that meat. My snack box was once again just about empty, so we got a bunch of snacky stuff, which is always nice. Yeah, I am very, very happy about this. Also, you do not see any fresh fruits or vegetables because I brought all the fresh vegetables that they were handing out except for lettuce. We took in tomatoes. I picked 4 gallons of cherry tomatoes yesterday, y'all. 4 gallons of cherry tomatoes. Ridiculous amount of cherry tomatoes. So we took those, some mini bell peppers, and then some of the hot peppers. And it was funny because there was one lady that was, when we got there, we were unloading and bringing stuff in, and she was leaving the food pantry, and she's like, I said, hey, do you need, tomatoes or cherry tomatoes? And she's like, no. And I was like, I've got peppers. She's like, ooh, peppers. And so then she saw that I had jalapenos, and she's like, oh, I'm going home and make some jalapeno peppers. So I was excited to share that. So yeah. So that's why there's no fresh veg up here, is because they did have some tomatoes from somewhere else. And I took the cucumbers that we got from the mobile food pantry. I saved some back and took what I knew that we weren't going to get through all of them. So yeah. All right. That is everything. I'm going to put this stuff up, and then I'm going to make me some lunch because it's 1:30. We got home and unloaded everything, and then I made the kids lunch, so they're now watching cartoons so that I can do this. So yeah. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you need help, there's a link in the show notes to how to find a food pantry in your area. Please seek out the help. They love you. They want to help you. The resources are out there. This world is absolutely nuts on the inflation and the cost of food right now. I do not know how people are affording to feed their families on the income. I don't know how we would do it without the food pantry. We could probably do it, but we would be eating beans and rice every day because that's all we could afford. So if you need a help, go get help. It's there. The resources are there. You can also call 411, and they will have resources in your area for food pantries, for the WIC office, housing aid, bill payment aid, health insurance, job, helping find a job, anything like that. That's a great resource to call as well. So, all right. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye, and God bless.